realignment is officially a reality as we will see powerhouses Oregon and USC along with UCLA and Washington in the Big Ten for the first time in their storied history.
The SEC welcomes Oklahoma and Texas and says goodbye to the East and West divisions. The 16 teams will play 8 league games, with the top 2 meeting in the SEC title game in Atlanta.
Can you imagine Alabama not being in the first 12-team playoff? Well, I think.
Well, that ain't gonna happen. I mean, why would you even mention that? That is impossible.
What?
I mean, Alabama not making a 12-team playoff field? That's impossible. I mean, why would you even bring that up?
Deion Sanders entering year 2 with Colorado. All eyes still on Coach Prime, of course. Colorado enters a new conference, or an old conference if you go back, the Big 12.
Come on. We will win because we will hit all game. We are motivated. We are dedicated. Come on now. We will win because we are the best on the field. And we hit the field like all day light, all night light, on the blue light, offense light, defense light, this squad light, house call light, in the sound light, in the sound light, in the sound light. Right now, all we talk about being immortal. So when you in hard for a quarter, man, we gonna ride. I'm not playing. We haven't even got a dog. I promise. Let's get everything out.
This is what we train for. This is what we work for. This is who we are. We need to win one moment at a time. What's the first moment? Kickoff return. What's the next moment? The first play on offense.
Beck wants to throw deep. He's got Rah-Rah.
Not the drive, the first play.
And Rah-Rah makes the catch.
We're going to win one moment at a time because we're not outcome related. We're not worried about the outcome of that play. We're worried about winning the moment, Ernest. Can I win one moment? And then everybody look at every time and say, one more moment, coach. You say one more moment, Rush. What do you say? One more moment. One more moment. Marcus, one more moment. You got me? You look me in the eye and tell me, Rah-Rah, it's going to be one more moment on the fade.
When thinking of the craziest, most fun seasons in college football history, fans always think of 2007. Older fans like to point out 1990. Either way, both seasons were full of upsets and unpredictability at every turn. Just so happened those 2 seasons were 17 years apart. Now in 2024, 17 years after 2007, this season was just as crazy as that season was, and probably more. Everybody was hyped about the 12 teams that would get a chance to battle in the college football playoff for a chance to win the national title. When the 2024 season began, 57 teams had at least a 3% chance of reaching the 12-team college football playoff. At the season's midway point, there were still 30 teams that fit that description. Hell, heading into championship week, 15 teams still had playoff dreams. But now, after a breathless 15 weeks and at least one controversial decision, we have our bracket. And in less than 2 weeks, we'll have our first 4 playoff games to reveal who will get a chance to win the national title. Unlike a 4-team playoff, a 12-teamer is a true tournament, with randomness and bracket-busting potential playing major roles. We therefore don't have a single team with better than a 20% chance of winning the national title. Half the field has between a 9% and 20% chance of winning the title. This thing is wide open. But through the bracket busting and wildness ahead, someone will win the title. Here are a dozen plays that shaped the 2024 college football playoff field. Plays that could well have resulted in a very different playoff field than we have right now. Consider what might have been. Number 1. On September 4th, LSU plays South Carolina in South Carolina. In this game, there would be 2 plays actually, but the more egregious and painful one came in the 4th quarter when the Gamecocks had 2 separate pick sixes wiped off the board because of penalties. In the fourth quarter, one could have put South Carolina up 40-29 with 6 minutes remaining in the game. South Carolina will go on to lose the game 36-33, the first of its 3 losses on the season. The effect of this play on the college football playoff is South Carolina caught fire right as Alabama was going out. Had the Gamecocks hit December with only 2 losses and a win over the eventual ACC champion, they would have got in the college football playoff.
Let's get a turnover, guys. Get a turnover. Taylor goes left side. Snap it back. Here comes Carolina. Nussmeier, quick throw. Coverage. Picked off. E-man worried on the near sideline. Got some blockers. There's the speed. 40, 50 flag on the play. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Hold on, though. 5 flags thrown back at the line of scrimmage.
I think I think it's a good call on 4. I think Kennard, I believe, is the guy that turned around, and it's not smart, guys, if that's him. And I hope I'm not accusing him too quickly.
You think it's late on the quarterback?
No, I don't think so. I think it was more.
Well, Nussmeier's going to the sidelines. He doesn't like it.
It could be, but I thought it was blocked after the interception. I thought it was a bad block then, but it could be on Kennard. I don't know.
Into the end zone, and LSU this time does reach Painter, and they take the lead with 1:12 to play. Alex Herrera had not kicked a field goal before this season. Hometown kicker trying to be a hero to at least extend this game. Force OT. Drives it and just misses it. And LSU survives for a huge.
Number 2. On October 5th, Kansas played Arizona State at Arizona State. Down 31-28 with just 16 seconds left on the clock. Arizona State Sam Lovett finds George Tyson in the end zone for a miraculous go-ahead touchdown. Arizona State will go on to win the game 35-31. The effect of this play on the college football playoff is without winning, Arizona State doesn't even come near the Big 12 championship, much less a first-round college football playoff bye.
First and goal from the Kansas 3. Levitt throwing to the end zone. Looking for Tyson. He's got him. He's got him.
And a beautiful throw by Levitt was all it took. And Levitt knew it right away. He saw the matchup. He knew right away.
This is the game. Daniels. He'll heave it to the end zone. The throw. Knocked away.
Number 3. On October 12th, Ole Miss played LSU at LSU. Down 23-16 with just over 2 minutes remaining in the game, LSU is facing the do-or-die 4th and 6 on its own 29. Quarterback Garrett Nussmeier finds Mason Taylor for a 16-yard completion. A few plays later, LSU scores a tying touchdown. The Tigers will go on to win this game in overtime. The effect of this play on the college football playoff is the loss was Ole Miss's second of 3 of the season and effectively buried the Rebels in the SEC hole from which they couldn't escape. Even the 2-loss Ole Miss team would have surely made this year's playoff field over SMU or Indiana.
4th and 7, 2:22 to go. Ole Miss up by a touchdown. 3-man rush all to the right of Nussmeier, and he's on target. Pete Golding brought pressure. And that throw caught at the 38-yard line. Aaron Anderson. Ball was thrown, high point, reels it in. So athletic.
You see that ball start to move a little bit as he's going to the ground.
The receiver did not maintain possession as he hit the ground.
Nussmeier flushed, running for his life. Throws, caught! And there goes Taylor. They're ruling him down. They're ruling him down. Crowd doesn't know it. He went all the way down to the end zone.
Watch the left elbow here. Boom, down right there. Good call by the official.
2nd and 10. Durham, the running back. Taylor's open. Catches it, goes out of bounds near the sticks. It looks like he has the first down. Josh Williams, the running back. They try to surprise Ole Miss with the run. He did well. They send Williams out as a receiver. Garrett Nussmeier to the end zone. Touchdown! Aaron Anderson! Savers to the left of Dart. Bentley's the running back. They give it to Bentley. He slides down, but he's short of field goal range. Another safety back there with him as well. Last play of regulation, and it's Weeks with the sack. Slams down Dart and put the punctuation on regulation time. This will be 1 yard longer than Davis's career long. Only a 3-man rush for Dart. And he throws, and it's broken up by Zy Alexander. He's made 3 and missed 1 tonight. That is good! Wow, what a kick! Josh Williams, the running back. Tyron Lacey, the motion man. Pump fake, Nussmeier goes back shoulder. Touchdown! Tyron Lacey! And LSU wins!
Number 4. On October 19th, Alabama played Tennessee in Tennessee. With 5 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the game, down 17-14, Tennessee's Nico hit Chris Brazile for a 16-yard touchdown to take the lead for good. Alabama would respond by not gaining a yard on its final 3 drives. The effect of this play on the college football playoff is, if Alabama had flipped any of its 3 losses, it would have made the college football playoff. Strangely, the Tide put up their toughest fight against their strongest opponent. Alabama had held Tennessee in check almost the entire game.
5 out of 11 on 3rd down. Iamaleava end zone, diving attempt, and it is caught for a touchdown. Chris Brazzell puts Tennessee back on top.
What an effort by Brazzell. The ball is perfectly placed. Does he secure it? Looks like he does. Ball's in the air. Got both hands on it. Ball moving just a hair, but I think he's got firm control.
Number 5. On October 26th, SMU played Duke at Duke. Duke had rallied back from a 21-7 deficit to force overtime. SMU took the ball first and scored a touchdown. Duke followed with a 1-play, 25-yard touchdown strike of its own. Hoping to capitalize on the momentum and the home field advantage, Duke went for 2 and the win. But Malik's Murphy pass attempt to Eli Pascal was incomplete and SMU won 28-27. The effect of this play on the college football playoff is, a loss earlier in the season would have kept SMU out of the ACC championship game, but it would have kept a 3-loss Mustang team out of the college football playoff as well.
The play clock. Snap to Jennings. Here goes Brashard Smith. 10-5, SMU in front first. 24-yard touchdown run, Brashard Smith.
quickly. Nobody touches it.
Right. Star Thomas in the backfield. Murphy to throw for the end zone. That's Pancol. Touchdown, Duke. Davis Robinson was in coverage, and just a terrific throw by number 6.
To Pancol, who's had a monster day. Going up and securing that.
Here's Murphy now. He's got Thomas with him. 3 to the right, Pancol to the boundary at the left. Here's Murphy. Buying time to his right. Throws and incomplete. No flags. SMU wins.
See Malik Murphy trying to dump one off late here to Pancol, his go-to guy. This overthrows it ever so slightly. Jalen Davis Robinson, 13, who Pancol had just scored the touchdown
on. Number 6. On November 23rd, Penn State played Minnesota in Minnesota, leading by just a single point with 3 minutes remaining in the game and facing a 4th and 1 on its own 34. Penn State ran a fake punt and gained 32 yards. The Nittany Lions held on to the ball for the rest of the game to claim a narrow victory. The effect of this play on the college football playoff is a 2-loss Penn State would have fallen out of the Big Ten championship game and later possibly out of the college football playoff entirely.
Aller, pressured, gonna run for it. Not gonna make it.
No, he's not. Drop back, zone defense.
They have their punter out there, and they fake it. And they've got the first down and a lot more. Luke Reynolds, what a call, and it worked. First down at the 34 of the Gophers. Singleton, about 3 on the carry, and we're down to 3 minutes remaining. Chance to look things over. Meanwhile, Penn State and Tyler Warren at a 3rd and 1. No, didn't get it.
Big decision again here. A field goal makes it a 4-point game.
They go for it. And got it, it appears.
Now Minnesota only has 1 timeout, 2 minutes to go.
Warren, the motion man. They'll keep it on the ground, and Nick Singleton broke 3. Nick Singleton is short of the first down by about a yard. They got the big fella, the tackle in, up tight. Drew Aller is going to throw for this or run. Throws. Who else? Tyler Warren at the 3-yard line. That'll cap it.
Number 7. On November 23rd, Ole Miss played Florida in the Swamp. Jackson Dart threw 2 interceptions in this game. One came with just 1 minute and 43 seconds remaining, or the one he threw with 17 seconds remaining. Either one, the game was over. The effect of this play on the college football playoff is down 24-17. Dart had the opportunity to lead Ole Miss back into the college football playoff hunt. Instead, the loss to Florida effectively eliminated the 3-loss Rebels from consideration.
Double move, maybe fake the hitch, then run right by it. Dart looking downfield. He is going to take a shot towards the end zone. No one there but Gators. And it's a pick. Bryce Thornton with the interception.
And just a huge mistake by Dart. Look at how many defenders are on the right side of the field. Instead, if he takes the top, it's a touchdown. He works the left, and he's got major problems with all that flow working from right to left from the Gators. He throws into triple coverage, gets impatient, and it's easily intercepted by Thornton in the end zone. And now the Gators have a chance to put this thing on ice because of the poor decision by the veteran Jackson Dart. Over here against the left tackle. He's excellent one-on-one. Dart to the sideline again. Is that intercepted by Dijon Johnson? It is. Fourth down, a little more manageable, so you got to be thinking about the first down more than the touchdown at this point. 4-man rush. Dart. Sidearms one down the sideline. That one is going to be
On November 23rd, BYU played Arizona State in Arizona State. With 1 second on the clock and Arizona State leading 28-23, and after clearing the field of storming students, BYU attempted a Hail Mary that fell short when the receiver hit the ground at the 2-yard line. The effect of this play on the college football playoff is, had BYU won, it would have advanced to the Big 12 championship game instead of Arizona State. That close to glory.
Instead, Levitt going to back up and just throw it deep. Clock's at 2, at 1, it lands at 0, and the game's over. What a win for Arizona State. So they're going to look at this to make sure that the clock is at 000.
I actually thought he let it go a little bit early. I thought he'd wait.
Let's get Matt Austin in here, our rules expert. So Matt, what is the ruling on this? It crosses the sideline with about 2 seconds left. Should there be any time on the clock or no?
Well, for the clock to expire, it's when the ball hits something out of bounds or hits the ground.
To 6-2, bring BYU back to 6-2. Colorado about to lose. Again, it has to hit something out of bounds before the clock can stop. It crosses with about 2 seconds to go, and it lands in the stands. Ooh, is there still a half second left? That would put the ball at midfield and give BYU a shot. And this is because they're going to overturn it, get the clock fixed, figure out, okay, where exactly, again, is the ball placed? And then they got to work on getting the fans off the field because we're not done. And still work to do to get the goalpost back up. You got to get the goalpost fixed and the fans. There's only 10 guys on the field right now for Arizona State. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now there's 11. They just got the 11th guy on. Retzlaff steps up, moving to his right, hoists it deep. And it's underthrown, and it was caught but short of the goal line. It was caught by Chase Roberts, but it doesn't matter. The game is over, and now they can celebrate. Arizona State with the...
Number 9. On November 30th, Miami played Syracuse in Syracuse. Down 41-35, Miami drove the ball to the Syracuse 8 with under 5 minutes in the game, but an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty forced Miami back to the 23rd, and it could only clamber back to the 10-yard line. With 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining, Mario Compton opted to go for the field goal, and he would never see the ball again. The effect of this play on the college football playoff was Miami moved behind Alabama in the standings and so never had the chance to move into the final college football playoff slot after SMU lost to Clemson.
From the 15, pressure comes. Ward steps up. Ward takes off, and Wax drags him down. Been excellent throughout his career. And Borregales sends this one through the uprights to tack on 3. Miami's got 2 timeouts, inside of 4 minutes to go, and LaQuint Allen hurdles again. Allen goes airborne, and he's got a first down in the 4th. They go a little earlier than that with Allen up the middle, trying to run through arm tackles, and LaQuint Allen's got enough for a first down of what Miami football allowed itself to be. And now pre-snap, Ahmad Moten just ran over the center, Josh Eloa. It was a first down.
Defense number 99, 5-yard penalty, results in a first down.
Coach Fran Brown took over here for Dino Babers. They're looking for a huge win. Trevor Pena turns it upfield and might have just ended it. First down, Syracuse. Trevor Pena for the Orange. At Syracuse. A stunner at Syracuse. The Orange come from 21 down and take down Miami.
Number 10. On November 30th, Georgia Tech played Georgia in Georgia. With just over 2 minutes remaining and leading 27-20, Georgia Tech Haynes King drove forward into the Georgia line, but fumbled the ball away. They gave the Bulldogs possession at the Georgia Tech 32. They soon tied to force the instant classic 8 overtime run that ended in the Georgia victory. But King was clearly targeted. Had officials called that flag properly, Georgia Tech would have had the ball in the first down at midfield. Not a guaranteed Georgia Tech win, but the odds would have been much more in their favor. The effect of this play on the playoff is Georgia had already clinched a spot in the SEC championship, but at 3 losses will be facing a do-or-die prospect game rather than the seeding one. And would a 3-loss SEC Georgia team have made the second team? Nobody knows.
But can Georgia Tech convert? King on his own. Where are they going to mark this? His forward progress looks like he got it. Georgia comes away with the football. Georgia comes away with the football, and they got it. Dan Jackson has the football.
Dan Jackson hit Haynes King. The ball was on the ground. Nazir Stackhouse was standing right over top of it. He wasn't even aware of this.
How did this happen?
Ball comes out. Dan Jackson makes the hit. Watch it come out and just lay on the ground. Number 78 to the left, Stackhouse. He doesn't even see it there. And it was Chaz Chambliss getting up off the ground that spotted it and jumped on it. Haynes King has been so good all game long.
Beck with a man in his face. Incomplete. Looking for Lovett, and the flag reigns in.
Pass interference. Defense, number 16. First down. You see the fighting in the back end, just way too much contact. Still a catch Levitt could have made, but Fioga.
2nd and 9. Beck looking for anything. That is batted at the line of scrimmage. Batted right down in his face. Down and 9. Beck looking to extend the play. He's going to run for it. Can he get there? Diving effort right at the end, right at that line that gain. Pushed out by Thomas Gore. And it's a first down, Bulldogs. Beck to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They're an extra point away. Dominic Lovett. Conversion here to make the college football playoff. Frazier straight ahead and straight in. Oh, it's great in 8. Georgia wins it. Game home winning streak and a senior class that is never lost at home. They were down 17-0 and fought all the way back past the limit. 8 overtimes. The Dogs are gonna be dancing. They're in the college football playoff with 10 wins. What a moment between former on-field rivals who played in this rivalry. Brent Key and Kirby Smart. Clean, old-fashioned hate.
Number 11. Well, actually, number 11 and 12. On December 7th, Clemson played SMU at SMU. With just 16 seconds remaining in the game, down 31-24, SMU's Kevin Jennings found Roderick Daniels in the end zone to cap a fantastic 17-point fourth quarter comeback for the Mustangs. The effect of this play on the playoff is SMU would lose the game just 16 seconds later, but that late surge was enough to convince the playoff committee that the Mustangs belonged in the playoff. Would they have gotten a nod if they had not scored on that drive? Nobody knows. In number 12, with no time on the clock, Clemson's Nolan Hairmeyer, a true freshman, posted a 56-yard field goal to give Clemson a 31-34 win in another ACC title. The effect of this play on the playoff is a victory was the only way a 3-loss Clemson was getting into the college football playoff. The kick wasn't a do or die, but after holding the lead right up until the final seconds of the game and facing a motivated SMU squad, Clemson's chances in the potential overtime were dubious at best. 11 games remain to determine the national champion. Which players will look back on the pivotal 6 weeks from now, we may never know.
10 seconds on the play clock. Still the 2 timeouts. Not much pressure. Jennings, side of the end zone. Touchdown! Roderick Daniels Jr. And Rhett Lashley has sent the kicker on to tie it and play for overtime. Was it a catch? Yes. No juggle. Foot in bounds.
Wow, what a route, what a throw, what a drive for the SMU Mustangs.
When you have the game going your way,
The momentum is on them.
go to overtime, you're executing. Clemson is not. Adam Randall back for the kickoff. Adam Randall bringing the kickoff back. And now they're one completion away from perhaps a chance to kick a field goal. 4 receivers. 4-man rush. Klubnik throws. Caught. Antonio Williams dives down with 3 seconds to go. They're at the 38. And now they have a chance to win the ACC title and go to the CFP if they can make about a 55-yard field goal. One of the great high school kickers in the history of the United States. It'll be a 56-yarder. The win really not a factor. Snap and hold.